Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel. I will be doing a general reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of February. Now, if you're not familiar with the way I do things, Leo, I do provide an extended version as well. So if you'd like some additional messages for the month of Feb, you're more than welcome to check out the extended version, the link to which will be available in the show more section below this video. Guys, let's jump into it and see what cards come up for you, what could be important in the month of February. Leo, February. Okay. Okay, a few different situations could be playing out this month for you in Feb. Let's kick off with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a card of being anxiety-ridden, or is a card of caging yourself in your own thoughts, or caging yourself in anxiety, insecurities, in presumptions, or shutting yourself off to something, choosing not to see something for what it is, or choosing to think a very certain way about a person or a circumstance or a situation here. It's the opposite of being open-minded and having clarity. Now, it can be around an air sign, or it could be an air sign exhibiting this sort of behavior as well. But it can be a card of being very much in your head. And I feel like there might be a little bit of back and forth as well between these thoughts, because the Page of Cups it's under that, which rules the sign of Pisces. Pisces is a mutable sign, and it's known for its duality here, Leo. So I think for some of you, there's a lot of back and forth, okay? So if there's a lot of inconsistencies and back and forth, this would explain the reason why you might have that induced anxiety during this time. But it can also be the lack or not wanting to express yourself. Swords is all about communication and thought. So it could be that you're shutting yourself off and not communicating effectively in a situation. And it's a little bit unrealistic, okay, Leo? And I want to say that because the Page of Cups is the Piscean. The Piscean is the dreamer of the zodiac. As creative and as beautiful as they are, I have many Pisceans in my life, and I absolutely love them. Sometimes they are a little bit unrealistic, or have unrealistic expectations or fantasies, okay? And I only say that because it's sort of these two cards are coming up together in the first column at least, okay? So make sure you're not getting too carried away with presuming things that are a little bit unrealistic, okay? Because be careful, it can come back and bite you in the bum sometimes, okay, Leo? But look, that's only a small part. You've got the beautiful Ten of Cups that has come up in your cards here. This is all about a happily ever after. The Ten of Cups is fulfillment. It's weathering the storm. It's looking to the rainbow and seeing creativity and color, reconciliation and harmony. There's definitely a lot of passion or affection that's coming from children, from family relationships, from romantic relationships, from sexual encounters here. You've got the Empress and the Ten of Cups in that middle column, so that's very positive. Anything around the family home, children, reconciliation, custody, exes with children, or if you've got children with the person you're wanting to be with romantically, I feel like that could be at its strength this month, in the month of February, okay? It can also be working from home, or, you know, starting something new. The Empress can rule birthing and fertility. So starting something new, okay, from maybe a new idea from home, maybe a new addition to the family, but anything to do with community groups and classes and getting involved, I feel like you'll be received quite well. And there's a lot of family events, or family reconciliations, or progress in family, or even healing in family relationships as well. The Empress is a very nurturing energy, so that could also be coming up for some of you Leos watching as well. You do have the Devil card, so I'm not sure if some of you have a Capricorn. In fact, you have several signs here, which would be the Capricorn, the Pisces, and the Aries. Now, the Devil card can rule sexuality, it can rule fertility, it can rule partnerships, addictions, being bound to something having a lot of power over you or control, someone being controlling, possessive, dominant. Maybe this is you, Leo. Maybe this is someone you're dealing with in love relationships, in a business sense. Be careful, because the Devil and the Fool. The Devil plays the Fool very well, Leo. Very, very well, okay? The Fool is naturally easy-go-lucky, happy-go-lucky, naive, gullible, and the Devil seeing that is aware how much he can play the Fool, how much he can manipulate or twist or tempt or draw in. So this is an easy target, okay? Something is an easy target, either for you or someone. I don't think it's you, Leo, because I don't feel like a lot of people have the capability to pull the wool over your eyes. I don't think it's you. I mean, it could be. Sometimes these things happen and we don't read into them. We don't understand the situation for what it is. And sometimes we get played, okay, in whichever way, financially, romantically. So this sort of situation could play out because the Devil is cunning, tempting, smart, calculative. And if it's not that, it could show that you need to be practical about a situation. The Devil is the Capricorn. The Capricorn is resilient. They're practical. No matter what beats them down, addictions, people, feelings, things that didn't work out for them, they're always very resilient. They're the ram upon the beautiful, monstrous mountain, and they're able to have a firm footing all the way around. It's a very admirable trait. They're very perseverant, so there is a situation or something you need to persevere through, whether it's addiction, it's a traumatic relationship, it's a push and pull relationships, it's deception. There's a lot of perseverance around you, okay? A lot of perseverance. Don't submit to it. The Fool very easily submits, so be mindful of that, Leo. But moving on, you've got the Page of Cups, which is Piscean energy. As I said, Piscean energy is very creative. They're the dreamers of the zodiac, but they're often the most interesting in the sense where they can tell stories and have such a vivid imagination, and creationism comes so naturally to them. So for those of you wanting to create something, for those of you involved in the creative realm, if you want to experiment in your relationships, if you want to bring more pizzazz to your relationships, if you want to bring more ideas to your business or to a piece of writing or literature or design, all of these things are going to come to you. You have that creative energy. Piscean energy is also very intuitive. It's very emotional. A lot of you will have a lot of heightened intuition about a situation. You'll be more empathetic in your relationships with other people. You could also be more emotionally tied into someone. And it almost feels otherworldly. It's escapism. I feel like the Piscean is the escapist. He's very good at creating a new world or immersing himself into a new hobby, a new world, going deeper and things like that. So I do feel like some of you are getting deeper into something here, okay? Now, the Devil card can also be obsession. So some of you might have someone that's obsessing over you. Some of you might be obsessing over someone else. You're getting very emotionally tied, but you might be attaching a bit of unrealistic fantasy here, Leo. So look out for that, okay? Make sure you're not going overboard. Or someone could be having these thoughts and fantasies, these expectations. Someone could be expecting that from you, okay? But look, you do have the Empress. Okay, I always associate a lot of growth and fertility and things happening from start to finish, from a little seed in the ground to the big tree in the background, okay? It's nurturing something all the way through. For a lot of you, it rules fertility, so things like pregnancies, new additions to the family, planting a seed, nurturing an idea, nurturing a relationship, nurturing a new hobby, a new commitment, a new lifestyle, a health regime. There's a lot of commitment that comes from the Empress, and it happens very effortlessly. She's the epitome of Venus to me, okay? So she could rule Taurus or Libra. Please see her or interpret her as you see fit. But she's very beautiful internally and externally. So there's a lot of self-growth happening, self-love, self-appreciation. If your ego's been bruised, you'll definitely recover. Don't worry, Leo. You're the tough one, okay? Remember that. You're the fierce one of the zodiac. But look, the Empress can rule beautiful and luxury items as well, okay? Dresses, venues, places, people. It's a very refined environment that you might find yourself in, okay? Or it could even be nature and spirituality. She wears the crown of the zodiac. So it could be that you're getting more involved or honing in on those abilities or interests of yours as well during this time of February. But what a beautiful card to get in the month of Feb, okay? So there's a lot of romance potentially happening here, especially around that Valentine's Day period for a lot of you Leos, which is really exciting. Let's have a look at the Fool, okay? The Fool is an Aries, okay? The Fool, the submissive one, the happy-go-lucky. Look, it can rule adventure and travel, a foreign lover, foreign connection, family coming in from overseas, maybe you making travel plans for the businesses of, for the purposes of business or leisure. The Fool card is also can be surrendering to something or submission, okay? On its own, the Fool card can show when we submit to something that the universe has in store for us, gods, the angels, etc. It's a different story to when the devil sits on top of him, because that already shows that something is having power over him. But like I said, on his own, it is Aries energy, so new beginnings, pioneering new things, accepting a challenge, deterministic energy. Aries energy is very motivated, so a lot of you might be very motivated to overcome the devil's notions, okay, associations, addictions, toxic energy, power, greed, overindulgences. But a lot of you will submit to something here that you know is wrong, or that you know is unhealthy, or you know that is going to give power to someone else and it's going to give them the upper hand in the situation. Now, that's fine if you want them to have that upper hand, but I know you, Leo, and I don't think that's going to sit very well with you, okay? But look, he's on the edge of a precipice here. I mean, he's looking towards the Empress, which is a good sign. So he's leaning more towards growth more than anything else, and effort and planting that seed. So he's very keen on starting something new. It could be that you're very keen on a new person. It could be that they're very keen on you. But it's a good sign, I feel. The Sun powers him. The Sun is about the self. It's masculine energy, yes, but it's about the self, okay? The inner child, the way we present ourselves, our sun signs, for example, the way we, us in a nutshell, essentially. So there could be a lot of things you're doing for the self, okay? It could be a bit of a selfish month at times, but we need that growth, whether it's physical gains or internal gains or spiritual gains. We need these periods, Leo, and you'll definitely come to see that. But just be mindful of the devil playing the fool, okay? I will leave your reading at that, though, Leo, so thank you again for watching. I do hope it's been helpful. It'll be rather exciting to see how your extended reading pans out. If you would like to join me for that, the link to which will be below in the show more section. Otherwise, thank you again, all the best, and we'll be in touch soon. Ciao for now, Leo.